Welcome back to Sports Talk with Moaz. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. So game 3 of the Western Conference Finals is complete and the Warriors are now up 3-0. Look, going into this series, I thought the Warriors would win this series most likely in 5, but now it's looking like this might be a sweep. I think, a lot of experts out there were actually predicting that the Mavericks might win this series. Most people did think the Warriors would win, but I didn't think anyone thought that the Warriors would be, handling the Mavericks like this. And I think there's a few key things that stood out to me in this game. Obviously, first off is Andrew Wiggins, man. Andrew Wiggins, that trade that the Warriors made to get rid of D'Angelo Russell and get Wiggins back and get Jonathan Kuminga is looking like one of the best trades that the Warriors could have made. First off, because Andrew Wiggins is contributing now to what looks like a championship team. Jonathan Kuminga looks like a future all-star in my opinion. I think he has one of the highest ceilings out of the rookies in this year's class. So I think that's such a big win. And there was these hot takes out there by a guy like Nick Wright who said that the Warriors and Steph Curry would never make the finals again because of the trade for Andrew Wiggins. And look, this guy's making Nick Wright look so stupid. Andrew Wiggins had 27 points yesterday, 11 rebounds. He's playing amazing defense on Luka Doncic. He's picking him up full court, pressuring him. And let's talk about that dunk that A. Wiggs had, you guys. That dunk was, honestly, one of the best dunks that I've seen. Just if you think about it, it was in the playoffs. It was against another superstar. I think we need to give Andrew Wiggins his flowers. He's in this perfect role, right? When Andrew Wiggins got drafted to Minnesota, you're the first overall pick in the draft. You're expected to be a future superstar, change the franchise. But unfortunately for Wiggins, he's not that guy, right? So he can't, control where he gets drafted. And, obviously where you get drafted, that's where your expectations are set. If Wiggins was drafted as a 7th pick in the draft, he'd be looked at as such a great pick. But unfortunately for him, he was the first pick, and in Minnesota, he underachieved, right? Per his draft position. Now he's on the Warriors. Andrew Wiggins is the 4th option, I think, scoring-wise. I think you put Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole ahead of him as scorers, and he's this 4th guy. He can lay back, he can score, but not be reliant on we need Wiggins to get 30, and he can just be comfortable in his game. He can play great defense, and I think he's thriving in this system. I think the Warriors have, shown him there's more to just scoring, and he's starting to enjoy the process of being on a winning team. You can tell in his press conference, look how happy he looks. This guy's just smiling. I think he's having a great time playing basketball, and I couldn't be happier for him. So that was such a great trade, and let's not forget about that dunk, man. I think I mentioned this earlier, but that dunk was unreal. I think the next takeaway is Steph Curry continues to get disrespected by so many people. I just don't get it. This guy is a 2-time MVP. The only unanimous MVP in league history. He's a 3-time champion. He's the best shooter of all time. He's had 1 bad finals. And if you look at it, LeBron has had a bad finals against the Mavericks. Kobe had a bad finals. Steph actually had a better finals than, his worst final is much better than those two guys' worst finals. And Steph's performed in every other NBA finals there is. And I don't know, man. He just continues to get disrespected. If Steph Curry wins his 4th finals, he has to be looked at as a top 10 player, guys. 2-time MVP, 4-time champion, best shooter of all time, changed the game of basketball. He's gotten better on defense. He can pass, he can dribble, he can do everything on offense that you can ask for. I think there's a chance people are going to start putting him in, that Magic Johnson category. I think he'll surpass Larry Bird, who'll have more rings, and there's just going to be a few guys that he's going to knock out and get into the top 10, in my opinion. What Steph Curry's doing in this playoff run is unreal. He's averaging 27 points. He's on this list with LeBron and Michael Jordan for most 30-point games after turning 34. I think if what Steph's doing at this point of his career is insane, the Warriors run with Steph Curry. He's just confident. I think when your best player is that good, the Warriors you can stay calm. If you're losing by 19, 14 against the Mavericks, you got Steph. Steph stays cool, calm, collected. You have a chance of coming back, right? So I think we need to give Steph his flowers, and I don't know how he's continued to get disrespected like this. He's clearly the best player left in these playoffs, right? There's a lot of recency bias here. Jason Tatum's nice, Luka's nice, Jimmy Butler's nice. They're having good playoff runs, but Steph Curry's the best player out of these guys. It's not close at this point. Even at age 34, I get it. Luka's doing what he's doing. He doesn't have a great team, but he's been getting some help from, Dinwiddie, And what's his name? Brunson had like what, 20 points or something. So it's I don't think it's close at this point. That Steph's showing why he's the best player. If you look at the last 10 years, Steph, Durant, LeBron are the three guys, and then it's everyone else after that. Now Giannis is getting into that, but I think his peak isn't like at the same time as Steph, Durant, and LeBron. So I don't know, man. This playoff run is amazing, and now if the Warriors can, get to the finals, which it looks like they likely will. As a Warriors fan, I want them to play the Heat. The Celtics defense, I think, would be much more challenging, in my opinion, for the Warriors. I think the Heat are a good team, but I think the Warriors can win that series pretty comfortably. It's great that they're going to have home court advantage going into the finals. I'm super excited, guys. Let's see how this all plays out. I think the Warriors are on this amazing run that not many people expected. People expected the Warriors to be good, but I don't think anyone thought they would be just dominating through the playoffs and on their way to another championship after, what's going on with them over the last 2 years where they sort of fell off the map just due to injuries. But I think what they're doing right now is amazing, guys. Let's see how Game 4 goes tomorrow. I expect the Warriors to close it out, just because I thought if the Mavericks were going to win a game, it would be last game, and then the Warriors would win Game 4, go back to San Francisco, close it out in 5. I think it's like 70% chance that the Warriors win tomorrow. I think they're going to be focused. They'll get 9 days of rest, or that's what I've seen, that before the finals, if they can close it out in 4. And they're an older team. A guy like Otto Porter's already injured, Iguodala's injured, Gary Payton's injured. I think for them to just get that rest, get ready for the finals is probably the best thing that can happen to them. So I expect them to be fully focused, which is what they've been this whole series. Steve Kerr has had them locked in, and the guys, Steve Kerr deserves so much credit at this point. He's showing just how dominant of a coach he is. It's not just the talent. He's running these plays. You sort of saw what the Warriors missed when Mike Brown took over. Mike Brown's a great guy, but there was a clear drop-off in coaching when Steve Kerr was out with COVID, and now that he's back, he's just running laps around every coach in this league in this playoff so far. So, I'm looking forward to Game 4 tomorrow, you guys. Let me know what your guys' prediction is. Who do you want to see in the finals? Which it looks like the Warriors are most likely going to, make it. Looks like Boston and Miami Heat are tied at 2. So that series looks like it's probably going to go 7. Once again, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share this video, and comment. Let me know what you guys think. And thanks for watching, guys. Moaz out.